going on, people? Welcome to the Flex and KG show. Bro.
We're back. Soundboard is back. Oh my God.
Bro, you need to play all the mad ones for the ones that like
I've got one for you now.
represent how shit we are.
This is rubbish.
Who's that?
It's the guy from, was it James, not James May, the other one from Top Gear, the little one.
Richard Hammond.
I think that's his name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Not Jeremy Clarkson.
Definitely
All
not.
right, cool.
Yes, Richard.
Yeah. Listen, welcome back to the Flex and KG show. We got a lot to talk about, man.
That's as funny, that's as joyful as it's gonna get.
100%.
Yeah, that's as joyful as it's gonna
100%.
get.
Like, let's get into everything, bro.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot going on right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I see Said, Vex.
Yes,
He was going in on Rashford.
I walked past, bro. I walked past.
Oh,
Said
when he was doing
record-
Oh.
It was crazy.
Yeah, he was going in.
He was getting in, and I thought, you know what? And you know, at the time, I wasn't where he was because I had this acceptance. There's this acceptance that I had in the ground, and I think I woke up the next day with the anger.
Yeah.
But I still had like an undercurrent of feelings towards everything that's happening at Man United and the Rashford thing. Yeah, I get where people are feeling this way with Rashford, but what's happening is the manager has a big part to play in this Rashford thing. Because what you do when a player's not playing well, pull him out. It takes away the toxicity from the fans towards that player and just everything. Like, take the player out, and it gives the player time to know about what he's done wrong, and for him to fight for his position back. Right now, he's swanning around. Rashford is walking around as if he owns the place. And he's been encouraged, and it's been allowed. This has been allowed, and it's hard because we have a manager that again says he's good is not good enough, this, that, and the other. Well, why is this being allowed to happen under your watch?
I keep thinking about like the dressing room, yeah. Like an honest, you know when you do your Tesco thing.
Yeah.
My thing is like when I'm driving to the studio, or I might be going to get Josh, or I spend a lot of time sometimes in the car by myself.
Yeah.
You know that's my thinking time.
Yeah.
And like sometimes you know when you strip things back, you go, all right, Flex, let's have a conversation with yourself now. Let's talk, innit?
Yeah.
What does this dressing room look like? Because you know, like we were saying, like he's rebuilt it. You know what I mean? There seems to be a good feeling. We've been around the players quite a bit, and especially after last season, it felt positive. And I'm looking at it now, yeah, and I'm like, because you know, like rival fans will say, he's lost control of the dressing room. Like players don't respect him. They ain't running for him. They're not doing that. Yeah. No, I'm saying some rival fans will say that, and even some Man United fans will be like, I don't see it. The squad's not harmonious. Like they're not harmonious. They're not working for each other. They're not putting in the yards. The cohesion's not there. The link-ups are not there. I get a lot of players are missing, so that is part of that. But you know, some of the decisions Eric's made, because obviously I've backed Eric. And I'm backing. No, but I mean like with decisions that have been made. I'm not saying, I don't mean like now about whether I back him or not. I mean like when he made big decisions, I backed him, and I still stand by backing that. But I'm thinking like, is the dressing room in turmoil now? Because if the Sancho things happen, forget whether we know our stance on the Sancho thing. I'm not saying should he not have done it. I'm not saying
it's not about Sancho right now.
It's not. But what I'm saying is let's just add it all in to how the overall players will look at the manager and what's going on, yeah?
Okay.
And let's also hold them accountable to say, no, because they can't do that. They always throw managers under the bus. I'm saying let's have a conversation about that. The Sancho thing happened, yeah? Just by default in a workplace, and this is me scaling it back, I'm like, well, there's going to be some people in the dressing room who think that's a bit harsh. There's going to be some, because it's your boy, or, oh, that's dread, man. Obviously, I ain't going to say nothing. I'm getting my money. I'm working in it. Like, this is your situation, but that is dread, man. Fucking hell, man. Shouldn't have done that to you, bro. There's going to be some man who think that.
Yeah.
Yeah? There's going to be some players, I think, in my opinion, let me know what you guys think. I think there's some players in there that are going to be like, Bruno's fucking moaning all the time, man. Nah, bro, it's not even like, I know he scored goals, but he always talks to me like shit. Like, man's kicking it out and turning around looking at me. Idiot, bro. Anyway, let me go train anyway. Like, just little, you know what I mean? I reckon there's that.
All right.
Yeah.
So,
the Anthony thing.
Yeah.
Obviously, the situation outside of football, I'm not talking about that. This guy's brought in barely his man. Stiff, not even good, man. I don't even see it. Like, he's bringing in these man. Because in training is where these man are, that's where they get back in their group chat to man they know and go, oh, this is my man today, proper, innit?
Yeah.
Like anyone, we'll go, right, he's good, innit?
Yeah.
We're in trouble, he's good. Or, see the new guy, shit, man, this manager's not even really bringing in that good man. Like, what's going on? And then, obviously, with decisions being made with substitutions and starting 11s, I just feel that maybe the dressing room isn't as happy as we thought it was. And I don't know if I'm saying they're starting to not believe in Erik Ten Hag, because we'll get to the criticism of the players as well and their part in this. This isn't all the manager. I'm just talking about Ten Hag right now. My question is, do you think like the dressing room is becoming broken?
I think we are. So I listened to what you're saying just now, and there's a lot to unpack in it.
Yeah.
But then the main parts that we have to look at is, I don't think the dressing room is broken just yet. But what I do think is, I think we are at a knife edge in terms of what could happen to the dressing room. Now,
like very close to left or right, like something's going to happen.
It could get bad because, again, a big decision has to be made, and it's how he does this big decision because these players have a certain feeling. So when Bruno Fernandes came back, the first thing he said, which he made vocal, was he didn't like the way David De Gea was treated in this thing. He didn't moan. I think none of the players moaned about the Ronaldo situation because Ronaldo, when I was playing against Fulham and they had that dying winning moment, I felt like they felt kind of onside with what happened.
What, KG though? Just quickly. Some man in there might have gone, man, we have Ronaldo, man. He was like, should have found a way. Should have found a way.
I know
look
you
how
say
good he
should have
is.
found a way.
They could be thinking
some
that.
players could think that, but then in terms of, when you want to be on side, like, if me and you was on a team, and you had an issue with me, and then you went on another interview outside of the regular what we do as footballers, I'd be like, bro, like, what the hell? Like, so I think that was easier to get the dressing room with him. That was easier. Remember, there was all these situations before, so the Ronaldo thing, we leave that. I would say move that to the side. It is where it was, right? They both had their situations, and Ronaldo wants to be great, and he couldn't be great at Man United, so it was gone. This is when he still had aspirations to play in Saudi, basically. Cool. Now let's look at this situation that's on the ground right now. The first situation was David De Gea, player of the season. Well, he's very liked amongst you can see he can still pull up with a man them today. I think that affected people, but they're probably silent about it. They
can't say nothing.
They haven't really said how they truly feel.
Of course
now
not.
the Jadon Sancho situation's happened, and maybe this is when you get the and like,
100%.
like, this is where it's like, bro, let him into training at least.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Some people might be feeling that. Cool.
Have you seen the Beckham documentary?
Yeah, of course I have.
You seen all of it?
Yeah,
You seen the bit where Beckham was training by himself at Real Madrid and Roberto Carlos is like, we went Capello, man.
Yeah.
Let him. Big R9, Figo and them, man. Salgado were like, man. And then he let him back in the last few months. He won the league.
Yeah.
Like, it could be like that.
It could be, but then.
We're like, Rob, Beckham.
But then let me. This
go on.
point
Sorry,
I want to say right now is, right now, if we pull out, what he has to do is pull out Rashford and Bruno. That's huge, bro. It's
not really huge for us as fans because we're like, do it.
For the fan. In the dressing room, you got to understand. One player's already disappointed, and the person that you're going to pull out is his brethren, like it or not. Like just imagine, as soon as I get kicked out of the squad, if I'm Rashford, Sancho has to message him, or they have to message each other.
But that's just form, though. He's still in the squad and all that. He's still going to come.
Drop though. It's still going to affect him, bro. He runs the place. So just imagine he could feel a certain way. Then Bruno. Now, all of a sudden, well, who's the person? Now, all that can happen when you make this decision is winning. Because winning is the remedy.
Makes
for
everything. Go.
If you win,
results.
It doesn't matter. If you win, you can, after every game, Pep and Haaland are arguing. Yeah? But they're winning.
Yeah.
The argument doesn't mean anything. On a loss, let them do that every week.
But this is what I mean about, also I should have really added that in as one of the things I'm saying is obviously clearly going to contribute towards the ill feeling. So all of them things, discipline, coaching methods, asking man to play here, dropping this man, dropping that, like you said, and we're losing, and the feeling.
That's the key. That's the key, because when you're winning, that doesn't matter. If we're winning, no one's talking about what's going on with Jadon. But now it's highlighted because we're losing. Like the situation, we're in football. As soon as everything's going to be under the eye of a microscope in every situation, you're going to look at everything and say, "Hey, what's going on here?" And we're losing in a bad fashion. And the attitude and the players' attitude is bad, and it's players that he's backed. So now Ten Hag looks funny in the light. For the first time, I had someone call in, one of the records delegates said, "Bro, Ten Hag keeps saying, what do you call it? Good is not good enough. Well, why does he keep bobbing on about the first half and how he was good, or we had these great moments and what do you call it? Well, that's not good enough. Stop talking about it, because that's not, you didn't win. So you saying, hey, we did this is irrelevant."
But that though is the team management of, like, I know he kind of has done it to Sancho because there's more things going on there, but essentially he doesn't want to throw the fragile players, little feeble players, and say that they're not playing good in public. Like, we know that, and obviously he knows that, and he will say, yeah, of course it's not good enough, but he has to add the little positive bit. But for 20 minutes, but the first half, but the moment we didn't score, he has to do them little things, because again, I think the mentality of our players is weak.
We're fragile. You said it, like, we said it and was on to you before. Like, even when you said, we can't hold a lead. Yeah? That was the first thing. You said, hey, we can't hold a lead. Yeah? And at the time, it was like, no,
just don't be negative.
Don't be negative. But then what we've seen since then is we honestly can't.
You got Nigel Farage on there.
Huh? You all laughed at me. Nah, it's gone. It's gone, man. That's old school.
It's never been any more needed.
Yeah, you all laughed at me. But then it's.
But I don't care about
even in that. Like, no, in that moment. Yeah. No, but in that moment, because even in the time, it was like, nah, man. But we've scored and given away a penalty bare times. I feel that's what we do. So then now you question the mentality. Even the fact that we gave away a penalty at the end of the Copenhagen game, says the mentality of Man United. That should never happen. Why is the ball over there at home?
Why is it not in their corner
flag?
Why
is it not in their corner flag?
Yeah.
Why are you not defending for your lives at home in a, what do you call it? So these are the little things where it's like, mentally, we are fragile. And then when you talk about the players are saying, they don't like this and they don't like that. Well, let's look at this properly. A lot of these players haven't achieved anything. So they need to humble themselves. Who in that dressing room, bar Casemiro, can talk up the things?
And Varane's one better.
Casemiro and Varane, but Varane is injured. Casemiro's not even about.
Yeah, so you mean like just the main.
You man are meaty. All you man here are meaty guys. So you can't even talk like you're above.
I think that's the problem. That's the next thing I want to get onto. Is let's break down our squad, bro. It's not good.
No, it's good.
KG.
It's good. It's good that there's issues. It's not totally.
Listen to me, bro.
Go on.
It's not good like we think it's good. I've made up my mind.
No, but
now.
then
it's not, bro.
No, but let's use that. No, this is my thing because of form and stuff. Because Aston Villa isn't a squad that you try to buy in world football. It's not. It's not a squad that you're going for. It's not. When I look how Aston Villa has been made and created with all the players. Go ahead.
This here is the problem. You're talking about Aston Villa. Greatest
of respect. They're above. I'm saying that because they're above us, though.
It's not the benchmark.
I'm saying no, but I'm just going like I'm saying that the team is under. So what I'm talking about is the level of underperforming.
But Aston Villa are better than us.
Let's use Newcastle.
No, but Aston Villa are better than us. Yeah, but for the top teams, City, Arsenal, Liverpool.
Yeah.
How many of Aston Villa's players get into City?
Okay.
How many of Aston Villa players get into Arsenal?
Yeah.
How many Aston Villa players get into Liverpool?
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying. But what we're not realising, what I've worked out is through, and older fans will be watching this saying, listen, I was there when we got relegated. I understand that. But in our generation, this generation, what we are right now, people, what I've deeped, more so than ever, is we've been so accustomed to this recent failure and this recent low bar that we're accepting mediocrity. Me as well. I've thought about this, bro, because, and you know how I just even seen, KG literally just said, his go-to was, look at Aston Villa's team. Basically what your point was going to be is that their players, you wouldn't say are amazing, but they got a manager and like they're all things.
My main, just quickly to land that point, I'm saying that the thing is application. And it's like shitter teams are applying themselves better than we are.
I agree with that. That's one bit of it.
So then we got players
that we've got ones that ain't as good as we think they are.
And
the quality of Man United is not that high, bro.
We have a lot of those.
Where the teams that you can easily mention, I can name loads of players out of their team that are better than the ones we've got.
Yeah.
That there as a starting point, number one.
Yeah.
Leave the Glazers over there. Leave Ten Hag substitutions over there. Leave Rashford having a strop over here. Leave Jadon Sancho's situation over there. black and
Our
white.
players are not
When I look at the players
They're not good
that
enough.
I have been part of gassing up. Yeah, because I'm in this as a fan. I'm not trying to separate myself out.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not on that. I'm just doing my own realization thing and trying to share that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going. It's mid.
Yeah.
It's mid.
But then it's
It's
like
mid. Then we have the conversation about like, of course,
Mid
if
with
they can,
poor
they can,
application.
exactly. Then that's what I'm
Mid
saying.
with poor
So that would be point number 2.
Yeah.
That there's players in other teams that aren't necessarily name brand
Greatest in
names,
the world.
but they can look like a
They
team.
play.
And that's where the conversation goes from. First of all, Man United level is up here. It's even off the screen. Man United level is up here.
It's supposed to be.
It's supposed to be up here. But Man United currently have players that are here.
Yeah.
On top of that, their application is there.
Yeah.
So you've got 2 of the main ingredients where look at them names on that board, yeah?
Yeah, it's mad.
That's
I don't
what
know
Man
what-
United is supposed to be.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be that. So when we get an Amrabat and we're begging to get him through the door, when we get a dead Anthony, when we get a flipping let's say Mason Mount, I don't know, because it hasn't been great. When we get like Ericsson, when we get an aging Casemiro, when we get Hoyland, fair enough, a young project striker, but needs to keep going. When we get, who else has he bought? When we get Malacia, okay, stocking filler just to help the squad. When we're looking at Dallo, when we're looking at Wan-Bissaka, when we're looking at Luke Shaw, I think is quite dependable, but let's be honest, for his whole tenure here, not good enough. When we're looking at Victor Lindelof, when we're looking at Harry Maguire, we're way off that. Yeah. And I'm not saying we have to go out and buy buy a ready-made Wayne Rooney, buy a ready-made David Beckham, buy a Cantona, buy a Scholes, buy a Keane, buy a Prime CR7, buy a Evra. You can't do that. But what I'm saying is these other teams have either bought players that are of that mold, or they have a structure in place where the talent identification is on point. So these players become them players, even if it's from their academy.
But then this is the thing, right?
And that's what pisses me off.
I'm with you. There's no sure thing with especially with signings. There's no sure way to work it out. With Onana, he was in the team of the season last season. And then but I'm saying team of the season last season comes to Man United, has a shocking start.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't prepare for that. You know, some of these players don't. And I think it's the club. There's something wrong with the club.
Of course there is.
Fundamentally, there's something wrong with the club that good players come here to die. You know what I mean? Like they come here and they get ruined. You know, when Pogba was incredible, I never believed the Pogba that I saw in Juventus. I couldn't wait for him. Pogba, I was so excited. What happened with Pogba's time here? It wasn't good. You know what I mean? If we're being real, like Cavani's, who else? Well, Falcao's fake. Di Maria, all these. There's a Lit Sanchez.
Alexis,
there's a bag of players that have come to Man United, and it's like it's a graveyard for players. Really, you know, that's really what it is. So then, what is going on at the club? There's something fundamentally wrong here because we're doing something wrong on so many levels. It's deeper than, because my thing now is this is what I would like, yeah. I would like, because we're not we haven't hit rock bottom as a team, as a squad, nothing at all in terms of how bad it can get.
Yeah,
some of these players that are here on big money, we have to change the ethos of that. I know we said it before. We're not going to spend over 300 and something on wages. But now that's something we really need to look at. Those players that are on big wages, because you're not helping at the moment. Well, maybe you shouldn't be here, so we can reset things and be a club that can actually sell on players for the right. Like right now, we're stuck. We have Jadon, Rashford, Bruno on. I think there's another big high-profile Casemiro on big money. There's these guys on ridiculous money that we can never sell, but we're not bringing money in, and we're having financial fair play issues.
But the players you just mentioned, KG, this is the problem. You're right that we can't sell them, but we ain't trying to. They're the investments into the man who are supposed to be the difference makers.
But now you're looking at and saying, well,
Rashford, we didn't give Rashford that new deal to try and sell him. We gave him the new deal
to
be you're the guy.
But then now we got to ask ourselves,
Bruno got the thing, he got the captain because he's the guy.
Is Rashford good enough now?
No. But not even more uncomfortably, has he ever been? honest
showed
conversation.
promise.
We need to get into this.
He showed promise.
We need to get
So
into
what we
this.
saw is
no,
that some-
promise and quality are not the same things. Consistent quality is not the same thing as promise.
He's never been consistent.
Bro, flipping Januzaj showed promise, bro.
No, but he's gone. I would say he's gone past the Januzaj thing.
Of course he's gone way
Yeah.
past it. But what I'm saying is, promise is an early indication to something. He just turned 26 today.
Yeah.
Now, he's got way over 100 appearances for Man United, like 70 odd
Scored
goals.
in big games.
Yeah, I'm not taking that. I'm
goals, big games.
not taking that away.
Yeah.
But you know, loads of players have done that in the past where they've had big moments. Nani had some big moments.
I don't know, man. I don't think he's. It's hard to say.
He hasn't been consistent at all.
He hasn't been consistent
in all these years.
He had his most
when is it going to
consistent
get consistent?
He had his most consistent season last season.
But
You know
even
what I mean?
that, I think we let. This is what another thing I learned from last year. We letting the goals overshadow the entirety of how he's playing, bro. Like goals can mask a lot of things. The only way you can let goals dictate how good you are is if you score them all the time. People like Salah,
That's what he was
people
doing
like
last season.
what Aguero used to
That's what he
do,
was doing
people
last
like
season,
Harry
though.
Kane.
That's the point I'm
But
making.
yeah, but even that he wasn't scoring all the time because as soon as it got to after the Carabao Cup final, he wasn't there for the rest of the season. As soon as it before the World Cup, he was a slow burner. So he had a purple patch. Let's just put the 30 goals down to what it really was. It was a purple patch.
30 goals.
It's
for
an
a
amazing
patch
purple.
is a
Bro,
mad patch, you know.
I was there saying,
Yeah, it's a patch.
put him,
We have
bro,
to understand. Usually, purple patch is like 5-6 goals, 7 goals.
Listen, it's a bigger purple patch, it's an amazing purple patch.
Yeah.
And you know why it is? Because all the men that I tried, and I'm going to speak for me because I don't want it to look like I'm separating myself. Every player that I said that he should be next to in terms of numbers and why he deserves awards and he should have been in the team of the season. I was vexed that he wasn't even in the team of the season. I was like, this guy's, got like 30 goals in all comps and played like 50 odd games. How could he not be? He's up there with numbers with not Erling Haaland, with the other wingers across Europe. People like Osimhen, people like Vinicius, people like Mbappe. In terms of just a volume of loads of numbers of goals in that one moment.
And it was his job to do it again.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. Look
This
at where
season.
them players are now and where's he?
This is what I'm
where were
saying.
them players the year before and where was he?
Yeah.
He just keeps entering the chat, then leaving the room.
Yeah.
That's all that's happening.
Yeah.
It feels like literally the analogy, you just peek his head in, it's all right in here, peek his head back out and he's gone back to it. I'm not saying he's doing it on purpose. I'm not saying that, I'm not trying to pile in on him and cuss
It's
him.
not just
I'm just
him,
saying
like,
what it
there's
is.
just but then
He
it's
still looks like he's raw out the academy, bro. That's real. Like, look at how Rashford plays the game. Yeah. Let's just deep how he actually plays football. Yeah. He looks like, okay, he's got a nice touch. Of course, he can just flip-flap, man, and get past.
blind alley every
Yeah,
now
but like the consistent doing the basics right and knowing what to do with the ball and being conducive to the team don't seem to be there. Rashford can get the winner against Newcastle. Of course he can because he's good. Do you know what I'm saying? I know some people say he's just absolutely awful. No, I'm not saying that. He is a good player, but he's nowhere near the player we have thought
And
he
let's
is.
not just focus on. Let's not just pile in. On
Absolutely.
that.
So let's move on
right
then.
now. So we move to Bruno.
Yes.
Yeah?
Another
Bruno,
one.
Another player. For me, this is how he started his career and how he came to Man United was just fantastic.
Oh,
Electric.
absolutely agree.
Literally just incredible. The numbers didn't lie and the creations didn't lie. Now, what's happened is this season has been the worst version of Bruno ever. Like
Absolutely.
before I get it. Before there was that thing you could argue saying, well, he loses the ball a lot, but then high
comes up with
high
this.
risk players do that. So, but then now it's beyond
indefensible.
ineffective. Now it's like, it's terrible, but then there's also things that he's doing to make things even worse. So there's the lack of accountability that I'm seeing from Bruno in terms of he loses the ball, it's cool, he'll try a flick. Bro, that flick that he did in the Manchester derby, yeah, I lost my mind. I'm saying to myself, Bruno, this version of Bruno doesn't deserve to play football. I'll go as far to say that. This version, how Bruno's playing right now, doesn't deserve to start in any team. But then is there quality there? Absolutely, because we've seen it. And we've seen him this is his worst season in a Man United shirt ever. How many seasons has he been there for now? 2 to 3, what, 2 or 3?
No, more. He came in just after COVID, didn't it? Or just before COVID.
It's
Come
been
in
that COVID
January.
season.
Come in January, just before COVID.
Yeah.
2019, 2020.
He's been there for a minute now. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, I don't know if it's the armband because he was not competent before. So it doesn't make no sense. But Bruno does not deserve to wear the Man United shirt right now. And that's it. And these are the high profile guys. So when you talk, if these guys can get it act together, we move. But they're not getting it act together. And it's strange because it hasn't been helped that he's been the player that's moved all about the place.
3 years, coming 2020.
3 years. It hasn't helped that he's been the mover in this squad. And then this is what I'm saying. So, like, there's so many issues that, like, just bad decisions and there's been poor management.
Right.
There's been
Pause.
poor management.
Pause. So, I know we spent a little bit longer on Rashid than we did Bruno, but I think people get your gist there, yeah? I do as well. Eric Ten Hag, yeah? So, let's think back. We know that with Ajax and things like that, before we got him, they gave us a timeline of what would happen and how he would be and stuff like that. We were really impressed with the first season. Park the first season.
Fantastic. So it's fantastic.
Exactly. Let's do the here and the now. All these things that we're speaking about, players, structure above the manager, all them things. Let's talk Eric Ten Hag.
Yeah.
How much is he culpable right now with what's going on? Because from the outside looking in, if you don't
6.
support Man United, you go, they're like, this guy's clueless. He ain't got a clue what he's doing. He looks out of his depth. What are you saying?
I'm going to give him culpable, I'll say 6. Because he can... I think the 4 is rest of the players, really. Now, don't get me wrong, the players could help, but then there's decisions that he's made at the beginning of the season.
So you're putting slightly more at his doorstep.
Have to.
You're the manager, of course.
I have to.
Yeah.
Now, the reason why I'm saying it as 6 is because, one, it's the bad decisions, and then obviously tactics. That random one was horrible. Not saying that playing Maguire's an issue. I'm saying that Reguilon ahead of Lindelof is a tactical good tactically
thing.
makes sense, doesn't? You know, spending that pre-season having 2 teams that went on pre-season for none of those players to ever play, or most of them be sold. You just wasted your time. What was the point of that pre-season, unless it was just a revenue grab scheme? But we wasn't ready. The team was not ready. And that affected our season as well.
Yeah,
that affected our season. But then obviously there's things above him where he needed Højlund in earlier. He needed the striker in earlier. So we're not playing Jadon as the false 9. But there's so much wrong with his build-up, his preparation to the start of the league was horrid. Yeah. Now we get into the game, and then after it's the decision making. So my thing is, you said it the other day. Mount has to play. Where's Mount? Beautiful thing to say, because now you brought a player in, and I rate Mount, and I think he could be fantastic. But if you brought Mount to play in the number 10, and you chased him down, knowing we've got a shoestring budget, then I have to look at you and say, what the hell was you thinking? It has to be. Why did you do this?
Yeah, we can't see the plan.
You said this is our most crucial player and gave him the number 7 shirt. Man United fans understand what the 7 shirt's all about. So what the hell was this? What is this about? And then why is he not playing in a big game? Then again, Anthony, you sanctioned it saying he has to buy him at all cost, which I thought at the time, I was like, let's bring him in. I love Anthony. He didn't play him in the Manchester Derby. He comes on an 80-something minute and he starts kicking up the place. Make that make sense. So that's why I say it has to be a 6, because he's constructed things, but then managers make mistakes. That's the point I want to say. A manager should be like, he's made this mistake, he has to fix it. He has to work through this, and this is what happens if it's supposed to be a 3-year thing. Give him the time, give him the 3 years to build and understand the squad, because other managers in Premier League football, just other managers in general, will make mistakes. It's part of football. You're not going to get everything right. He's learning, and he's learning at being at a big club on the job, really. Has he got tactical nous? Yes, we know he does, because we've seen him change things in game. We've seen him change the formation, change the shape, this, that, and the other. The only thing now is there's a lot of things that are just not going his way. We saw that another fan came on and said, we saw when City lost, who's their player in midfield? Rodri. That was their excuse. We don't have Rodri. Can't play the way we want to play. And it was accepted. Then they lost like a couple games on the bounce, and they said they lost 1 player.
Yeah, but it's accepted for so much more reasons than just.
I know, but he's got credit in the bank. But I'm saying that their team was hurt because they was missing what they needed.
Yeah, but I'll be honest, KG, and this is the bit I've kind of really abstained from, really, if I'm being honest. Obviously, injuries play a part.
A huge part.
Of course they do.
Arsenal said they could have won the league with Saliba.
Yeah, I know. I get it. I hear that. But for us, with how we've been playing, we had our full team for ages, bro.
When?
last
this
season.
And we did good last season. We did.
No,
last
but
season
the back end of last season, we were saying was crap.
But we
We haven't played good we haven't played good since March.
No, I'm
March,
saying some
bro.
of the objectives, but we met
With every man there, fully fit
season,
Martinez, fully fit Varane,
last season I say we
fully
met
fit
a
Luke
lot of
Shaw,
objectives.
fully fit Wan-Bissaka,
Where we're
fully
coming
fit
from.
Casemiro.
No, but where we're coming from, last season we met objectives last season. Last season was a good season for your first season as a new
Yeah,
manager.
I know that, but I'm talking about because the objective was met. We have to look deeper now because the stakes are higher.
Yeah, but
Like,
it's this season.
we can't
have to
rest
look
on
at,
that.
we can't say
Yeah, but
last
we've
season
taken
was a
that.
total
We've taken
L
that
when it
into
wasn't.
this season, and we've been even worse. But I'm saying, even with the players available,
Mm-hmm.
I would say, even if we were competitive in these games, right, and putting it in, and there was a level of intensity and creating chances, because you're still telling me you got Højlund, you got Mount, you got Bruno, you got Rashford. All right, Anthony's been in and out, but you've got Anthony because you spent 80 million on him. Do you know what I mean?
But
And you
we're
can't
trying to-
create, you
no,
can't
but
score.
Right now, the one thing that I say to just give him
It's too much of a blind.
no, not the blight, but to give him another side to look at his argument is we are trying to play different. We've taken stuff out. Right now, we're trying to playing out from the
I don't
back
see it.
expansive. No, we're trying to. Now we haven't. There's things
When?
that we're not doing. Well, even down to the fact of how we're trying to win the ball back early, which is we're up for doing that, but we don't do nothing with the ball when it happens. That's a change of last season in terms of pressing this, that, and the other. We're trying to do these things. We're trying to play out from the
I
back.
see it like
We're
20
trying
minutes.
to-
I don't see it. I'll be honest. I'm struggling. What I'm struggling with, I can't see what Ten Hag's trying to do.
I feel like we're not trying. No,
I'll be
because
deadly
before-
honest with you. The only thing I can
It's not
see is the
showing.
goal kick,
It's not
kick
showing.
thing,
It's not
where
showing.
Johnny Evans or whoever the left centre back is will go to the ball at the 6-yard line and pass it to Onana. That's the only thing I look
It's
at.
not working. No,
And that's
it's
what I'm
not-
saying.
No, I'm saying that it's not working, but I know that he's built this squad in terms of when we said, guys, before there was this conversation of we need more technical players in. So he tried to build a team that's more technical. So he's got the technical goalkeeper, brought in Mason Mount.
Don't use him.
Don't use him. But then he's tried to make us more technical, more good on the ball, this, that, and the other. That's what he wants us to be like. Before, we wasn't doing that. Before, he said, okay, I know David De Gea is this. I know, excuse me, I know Maguire's that. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, you see that, bro? He's talking so much
Nah.
madness, bro. His body just shut down,
Nah, it's
bro.
not.
His body went, nah, I don't
Nah,
like this.
just something went
I
wrong.
don't like where this is going.
Someone went down the wrong hole. Pause.
Just keep that in.
Now, what do you call it? He said he had Maguire, had McTominay and all these other players, and he said, okay, you lot can't play the way I want to play. Guess what? We're just going to play like this.
Okay.
We're not going to do this thing. We're going to play like this. And this season he's changed it. Why he's got rid of Fred. Fred was a key component for him last season. McTominay didn't even play last season. Like, there was so many things that was happening. Maguire didn't even play last
This
season.
is typical
It was
Man United
Varane-
thing, though. We get rid of someone like Fred, and in our whole midfield, we don't have anyone who can get about.
Wow.
Make it make sense.
Well, but then it's still not, what's not good enough is, why I use a team like Aston Villa is like, it's application. What burns me the most is Copenhagen should not be able to bop us off the park. Sheffield United shouldn't be able to go toe to toe with us. Burnley should not
But
be
it
able
ain't
to.
just
but
application,
them
bro. Some of them man are better.
Burnley man and them man.
No,
Man that
not
play for
them.
Burnley.
No, I'm saying, but no, they're bottom of the league.
But I'm saying, that's what I'm
They're
saying,
bottom
and that's what I'm saying. We can play Sheffield United to do or die. Another team can play them and score
Yeah.
the
Arsenal
most amount of
licked them up
goals.
5-0.
Well, what did
Newcastle 8-0.
do? This is
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Like, we go there, and all of a sudden it becomes frantic and chaotic. There's players that are just terrible in terms of how they're applying themselves to their job week in, week out. And I believe there's a mentality of just losing and being mediocre at this team.
I've been thinking to myself, pound for pound,
Yeah.
about our players individually.
Versus the little teams.
Yeah, and I say little. It's probably disrespectful to even say that now because Aston Villa, Brighton are coming up, Newcastle.
Those are the teams I'm talking about.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm saying, obviously the bar's low, but I'm saying we're like, because look, even they haven't got that good players, but look how they're playing because they're together.
Yeah.
A lot of them have just better players than us.
Bro,
Let's get into this.
No, but then I know what you're saying, but we're talking about players that used to play for us. We got beaten by Brighton. Bro, do you know who's in that midfield? And he was playing up front.
Yeah.
Play Welbeck,
Yeah, Danny
bro.
Welbeck, yeah.
This is what I'm saying. So there has to be
Obviously,
something
that's the
down.
side of coaching,
There
but
has to
also
be-
we can't
It's
not look at the other
just
side.
coaching, though.
That's what I'm saying. It's
there's
both.
some players that haven't played for time stepping in. Billy Gilmore and them man there.
Yes.
They're stepping
And
in.
bopping us. But that's what I'm saying. Coaching and getting a structure shows that you can get a lot out of not very much, and that's not being disrespectful to them players. But also, when you look at some individuals,
tune.
if I look at like John McGinn, and then I look at like, I don't know, let's say like a McTominay. I know they both play for like thing. I'm having John McGinn.
McTominay.
Yeah. If I look at Douglas Luiz over at Amrabat, I'd have Douglas Luiz.
But yeah, I feel like you've given up on Amrabat already. I
haven't given up.
I feel like
Who would
just
you
don't
rather?
rate
All right,
him.
if you
Nah, I
can
feel like
swap
you just
him,
don't rate
who'd you
him, bro.
rather? Let's
No,
just
but
do
I'm
who
just
would you
saying-
rather. Let's
Go on.
forget anyone plays for our team. Douglas Luiz or Amrabat? Who would you choose?
Amrabat.
Do you honestly, seriously think that?
Because I think he's a good player.
All right,
honestly think he's a good
all
player.
right, cool.
I honestly think he's a good player.
Okay,
Go on.
Ollie Watkins or Hoyland?
Hoyland.
Anthony or Diaby?
Anyone but Anthony now.
Right. Jacob Ramsey
Go on. Or
or Christian Eriksen?
I'll take Jacob just for the energy.
Okay.
Just for energy, purely on energy basis.
Yeah, okay.
I'll take him just like, if I had prime or the right Eriksen,
Yeah.
it's Eriksen all day long. But he can't get about the way he once did, which
Okay.
is an issue. I know he's got a good 45 in him,
Yeah.
but I need 90.
Yeah.
That's why.
Isak or Hoyland?
I'm taking Hoyland every single time.
Okay. Anthony Gordon or Rashford?
Don't take the piss.
Mitoma or Rashford?
I'm taking Matoma.
Okay. Bruno Guimaraes or Bruno Fernandes?
Currently, right now. Right now.
Oh, I'm asking
How's
you right
Bruno?
now.
I don't know how Bruno Guimaraes is doing right now. Is he playing good?
Who do you want?
Is he playing good though?
Don't ask me.
I don't know.
Yeah,
This
he's
one,
doing his
I can-
thing. He's just doing his thing.
Is he doing like
He's just doing what Bruno Guimaraes does. Who are you having?
right now?
Yeah.
In that position. Say another player.
Trippier or Dallo?
Trippier.
Trippier or Wan-Bissaka?
Trippier. I feel like a snake. No, but I like
Lewis
someone-
Dunk or Harry Maguire?
Lewis. I don't know. I thought about that.
Lewis Dunk or Johnny Evans?
Lewis.
Who else is there? So I'm trying to think of them kind of
Yeah, like them.
like where you're like, well, actually, hang on a minute. Our man's not even 100% better than that man.
Yeah.
Bro,
What
Pascal
about-
Gross
Or
or... No, you can't say Casemiro. That's crazy.
that's.
But right now, though, if you're doing
a
form,
lot of them are like,
if you're
on
doing form, they're better
on
than
the
everyone.
Form, the Bruno
Everyone,
Guimaraes thing
they-
doesn't work. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying on form. Like I know that Bruno Fernandes. Is
No, not just on form.
Like
just think,
no, I'm saying on form. Like Bruno doesn't play anywhere. Like that's being honest. Now there's certain players that if you said form for form, like if you said get rid of Rashi and Matoma's running things, I'd do it. I'd probably do it. I'd do it.
Get rid of Anthony, bring in Jarrod Bowen.
I'd do it now. I never would have said yes to that ever before in my life.
Which is how bad.
But that's where we are.
Yeah.
But then what my thing is those players, like, so Rashford could
Mason
go away.
Mount or Paulinho?
I thought we should have got Paulinho.
But
that's
about
why
Paulinho.
Amrabat.
You're just lying. No,
I don't know, Amrabat. Now, Paulinho hasn't played the way he wanted to play at the start of the season as well.
Yeah, because he was going
hasn't
to go
been on form.
Bayern and
His
he fell
head was
through
gone.
and yeah.
His head's gone.
But he's wicked. You see
But
the goal he
he's
scored
good
the other
player.
day?
But I'm saying is, but his head's been gone though. You can't just count the other day performance and then not say it for the other guys.
But he's good though.
I'm saying he's a
You'd
good
swap
player.
him. If I said you could press a button now,
Yeah.
you could press that button there,
And then Amrabat
and
goes.
it would make Amrabat go back off
Nah,
loan back to
nah.
Fiorentina, and you could get
I
Paulinho.
like that player, man. Give him a chance, bro.
Okay.
I think there's something there. He's been so unfortunate to be taken off for McTominay.
Yeah.
McTominay every single
Why
time.
does Eric Ten Hag keep playing McTominay and keep playing?
Because
him
it's
both
crack.
as well?
Crack. It has to be a drug. Because I don't understand this rewarding. And this is what I don't understand here. Because if I really understood his reward scheme or his favoriting scheme, it would make a lot of sense. Right now, it doesn't make... Like, so you reward McTominay for the goals and international duty and scoring in the last minute. But then other players, like, where's what's that kid? Hannibal Mejbri's reward. He didn't do nothing wrong. Haven't seen him ever since. So where's his reward? Then after, okay, well, Rashi, I don't know what he's doing. Why is he still rewarded with minutes? This doesn't make any sense. This is crazy. Then, okay, Maguire's finally here, doing well, but then Varane gets taken out for tactics. So you're rewarding Maguire but it's not consistent in decisions. So yeah, it's a mess.
So going forward then, because I don't want this to just be all negative, yeah?
Well, it's a bit of a negative time.
Of course, I know. So, but I don't like. I know there's not much positives, but this ain't positive actually. This is just moving the conversation on a little bit. How does Ten Hag
Fix it.
Yeah.
This is what he does.
What does he have to do?
This is what he has to do. This is what he has to do, but I know he's not going to do it straight away.
So then he can't fix it.
No, he should do it, but I don't think he's going to. I worry. I worry about the Newcastle team. Who starts? If it's me trying to fix this thing.
Make a few changes.
If it's me trying to fix this thing, I'm going. Forget that tactical thing. Reguilon has to play.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's Maguire, but Maguire and Varane. I know he said he doesn't play for me. He doesn't like that.
Yeah, he said I don't like that.
He says he doesn't like
He
it.
told us I don't like that.
I don't like
it's
it.
even worse if he goes and plays that next game. He's lost the plot. Make up your mind.
No, because you can change your mind.
The other day he just said I don't want that.
Well, you can change your mind. What do you want him to be stubborn and get it wrong all the time?
I want him
Change
to
your
just
mind.
be right. I want him to
No,
start
but
getting decisions
You want
right.
him to stay in that same.
I want him
thing,
to get to
just
half time and I don't want to see players coming off.
But then so you don't want him to change his mind. Then you want him to carry on playing Evans and Thingy, just to satisfy the fact that you don't want him to change his mind.
I don't.
Good.
I just wanted to start making right decisions.
All right,
That's
cool.
much
So Maguire, I don't care if it's Varane and Lindelof.
But then if you play Varane on Wednesday, can then Varane play on Saturday 12:30 as well, by the way, against Fulham away? Because the answer is no. But he didn't just play the other day, so he's fresh because that was tactical. He's not even injured.
Do you want me to fix it or not?
Sorry, go on. But I'm trying to, you're to fix it, but I'm giving you another problem that's going to come from that
That's
fix.
what I'm saying. So now,
Robbing Peter to pay Paul. You're saying I'm bringing Varane back in, and I'm saying, well, we got Fulham Saturday 12:30.
So you're getting Evans and Thingy again.
This is your thing.
So
I'm the side person
So
giving you, when you make the choice, I'm going to say what can happen.
You're doing what do you call it? Van der Graaf. What's that other guy's? His number 2.
Who?
What's the Thingy's number 2?
Oh, Van der Gaag. Yeah, Mitchell Van der
that,
Gaag. I'm doing that. Yeah, so you tell me what you want to do, and I'll tell you the potentials with that.
I'm going to tell you, it's pissing me off every time you do it, though. So right now, yeah, I wanted to play Varane, but I've got to think about the weekend.
I've got to tell you the real things.
So the weekend, I can't. So Varane's not playing anymore.
Right, okay.
So I'm back to what we had before. Johnny Evans.
Okay, I've got another thing for you. Does Johnny Evans have it in him to play the derby 90 minutes, 35 years of age, and now he has to play on Wednesday night 90 minutes again against Newcastle? Does he have that?
Okay, so I'm going to go Maguire and Lindelof. Maguire and Lindelof.
All right, cool.
I'm getting what we tried and not tested.
Right, so we're going back to Maguire and Lindelof.
Tested, but just not worked. Yeah?
All right, so back to Maguire and Lindelof.
Maguire and Lindelof.
Cool.
Reguilon.
Yeah.
Delo.
Okay.
Yeah?
Wan-Bissaka might be knocking on the door as well because he's been back in first team training.
I like it. Hopefully he's ready. I would love to play him.
Cool.
Wicked. Let's move forward into the
Let's
midfield.
go.
This is where we need to be.
Absolutely.
Yeah? I'm going Amrabat, Casemiro, Mason Mount.
Okay.
That's my first thing.
Casemiro was touch and go for...
He should be ready now. Because they wanted to play him in the thingy one. He's got to be ready.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so yeah, because he was a race against time.
He's a race against time.
So he should be ready.
Amrabat, Casemiro, Mason Mount.
Okay.
That's my team.
Amrabat, Casemiro, Mason Mount. Okay, cool.
Højlund up front. Yeah. Højlund up front. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
On the right hand side.
Yeah.
Garnacho.
On the right.
On the right hand. Wait. Sorry, on the left hand side, Garnacho.
Okay.
My bad. On the left hand side, Garnacho.
Yeah.
Right hand side. I want to say Anthony.
Yeah, he didn't play last game.
I want to say Anthony,
going, has he?
but I don't know what Facundo's not. I don't know what Anthony's doing better than Facundo.
Last Carabao Cup game again as well.
Facundo. Facundo. Just send a message.
Martial has to start.
Where?
Up front.
So instead of Højlund?
Yeah.
Højlund needs goals. Højlund needs his goals.
Yeah, but he also
Højlund
needs,
needs
he
to
can't just
score.
keep rinsing out the youth, man. I know he's
Well,
young
we get
and
mad
that.
when
He's
we
still
take
got
him
that
off, so we rinse him.
little stress factor, you know what I mean, bro? The back thing, just, you know what I mean? Last Carabao Cup, Martial started as well. Bro, if you can't start Carabao Cup, we've got to rotate the squad a bit.
But I just think that
Does need
you're
a
making
goal, though.
sense. He needs
to
a
go
goal.
out of the Champions League. He's
He
not
needs a
scoring.
goal.
Let's talk about Højlund
Yeah.
really quickly. Obviously, he's young, he's wicked, it will come.
Bereft of service. He hasn't.
Yeah,
got
but even
anything.
some of the other things, he's being a bit wasteful. Should have scored
Yeah,
2
2.
against Sheffield United.
Yeah.
Was through against City. Could have left his leg there to get the pen. Who else? What other game was
We've
there?
seen what kind of finisher
He
he
came
is.
off against Brentford.
We've seen what kind of finisher he is. He can play.
We need to get him more chances.
He needs to get him chances. Give him at least. He should be at 4 and a 4
But the problem
or
is,
5.
the damning stat, none of the forwards are scoring, bro. None of them. Marcus Rashford's got 1 goal, 1 assist. Anthony's got 0. Martial's got 0. Hoyland's got 0. Bruno's got 0. Oh, he's got 1 against Burnley, actually.
It's terrible. It's the worst.
And he scored a penalty against Forest. But I get in terms of Bruno, what he should
What's
be
that
doing.
goal difference now? Have you seen? Check it. Premier League goal difference. I bet
like
it is
-5,
disgusting.
isn't it? Maybe
Minus 4,
10?
5. Not 10. That's taking a piss.
It's not.
It's like -4, I think. -4, -5.
-5. -5.
That's disgusting. That's the way, how bad the mighty are falling.
All the people above us, the lowest is Brighton just above us, +4. Newcastle 15. Villa 12. Liverpool 14. Man City 15. Arsenal
We're
15.
in our dead era. This is what we are. We're in a dead era right now, and we just have to accept this is who we are. And it's going to be like this for a while. We're probably in our Liverpool years, the Akolani years. I think we're just in the down in Akolani, the man years. And we are this. And you go into, if you win on the weekend, you celebrate it, but expect more pain. Do you know what I'm saying? The XP is high. Expected pain, we're gonna feel that. And that's it right now. I can't tell you anything else because it's not like you can't say, in this time, this is gonna happen. As you said, the squad build up, right now our options are Lindelof, Johnny Evans, Maguire. A Rolls Royce that you can only take out the garage every now and then. Once a week. Yeah, but it's special petrol, special everything. Yeah, and AA assistance has to be
I'm not even
there.
excited about the Ghost Phantom, man.
That's
Sorry.
what I'm saying. The Rolls Royce.
Can't
That's what I'm
even-
talking.
That's what I mean. I just can't even.
Now
really get
the
excited,
next player,
sorry.
Martinez, is broken.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The one that's supposed to be the sports, like the Bentley. Remember that
Bentley coupe.
that Fabulous had in that video? The Bentley coupe. Yeah, it's not.
It's not coupe.
It's like it's just like it's with a mechanic, and we're out. We're in trouble, bro. And now we just got a Nissan and a bloody Ford and a Skoda, fam. It's Liberty, bro. And we're one of the biggest clubs in the world, fam. That's what we got left.
Our team in the Manchester derby was actually a disgrace.
It's embarrassment, man.
Like, no disrespect to the players who had to
need to
come in
take
and
over.
stuff, because like I said, Maguire and Evans and them man didn't even do anything wrong.
That's how we're
Do you know what I mean? But it's 2023 and Man United lined up with Dalot, Maguire, Evans, Lindelof. That was our back four.
Are you telling me people
Midfield, Amrabat, Bruno, McTominay. Know how dead that is?
Not at Man United.
Know how dead that is?
Do you know how many levers Barcelona will pull to make sure that never happen again? Barcelona will sell 80% of their club for not to be in a situation like that.
Yeah.
They would.
It's
Barcelona will
so
say, yep, everyone's... look at Barcelona. Barcelona are broke, bro. Look at them
Don't even
compared
hear
to
about
us.
it anymore. Man knocked down the flipping new camp, then build a new team. They're not even playing in the new camp right now. They get refurb.
That's it. Look at life. They're serious.
Because they
saw
operate like
Real
big
Madrid.
clubs.
They
Well,
said Real Madrid.
They've done
They
a
said-
lot of cheating back in the day.
They
They've
saw
done
Real
paying off the
Madrid.
refs,
They
maybe
said
allegations
bro,
and that.
they saw Real Madrid, and they said Real Madrid got that wicked stadium. Say no more. Response. Man United. We waited. We seen what Man City are on, and we said we just have to accept this.
Man City fans, it's just ruining us every week. Saying the roof's leaking, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mind the gap. Ten Hag's a clown.
There's
Big
bare
Steve
songs.
said thanks for the training session.
Yeah.
Like we're
We're laughing stuff.
I don't know another team. I don't know another big team
That's
in
like
their
this.
decline, so their years of not being that good,
Like this.
that have taken this much licks. Arsenal did take licks when they were shit, some serious licks, to be fair. Loads of years of mediocrity, loads and loads and loads, and still haven't won anything significant
How long's
in
it been
that
since
time.
they've had a Premier League title?
Invincible, isn't it? 04. So, but now they've got belief though, and they've got a structure and they've got a way, but they still haven't actually won something big yet. They've got the FA Cups and
Yeah,
that.
they're
but
talking about Champions League now, though. and the Premier
they
League.
can go far in the Champions League. They can. Why not?
Yeah.
Inter got to the final.
Wow.
So if Arsenal on the right side of the draw, they can get far. We're not going to get out of the Champions League group. We're not going to... I'll tell you what's going to happen. It's going to get to December. It's going to get to Christmas. And we're going to be out of the Champions League.
Damn.
Because I don't think we are going to beat Copenhagen away and Galatasaray away. And make sure we don't lose at home to Bayern. Not going to happen. Can't see it. I can't see it personally. That sounds so pessimistic. We have to do an awful lot of travelling to go to these places to be there. So it's not about a commitment thing. You know I believe in it, but I'm being honest. We ain't getting out of Champions League group. I don't even think we'll beat Copenhagen.
I think we'll beat Copenhagen.
Hope so.
I think, do you know what it's going to be? We'll do it United.
We ain't beating Galatasaray.
No, we're going to do United. We're going to do a mad
Think
thing.
we'll do it?
We're going to, no. We're going to get to the... We're
The
gonna,
last game of it.
We're going to be in touching distance
Yeah, and then not getting...
and hurt ourselves.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Mash up yourself, FC.
Just really, really quickly, there was some news today about Wan-Bissaka saying that they may not extend his deal. They might just, not that they're going to let him go for free, they might just do the trigger so they can stay till 2025 and then look at it next.
I think it's a good decision.
Because actually, if you think about it, if we give him a big new deal, like we just gave
with
Dalot,
and they realise
then you
go,
go, we just don't need
the Dalot one looks like a mistake.
because this is what we keep doing. Right now, we don't need to be giving any long deals out to anyone. And Aaron's been wicked as well, by the way. So it's good that there's a little bit more longevity.
It's a bit smarter thing to do. I wish we did it with...
Lindelof's in the same boat as well.
But Martial can leave on a free soon, innit? You letting him go?
Of course.
Yeah.
It's over. It's been over for ages.
Can't believe we're not going to get a penny for him,
Not
bro.
a penny.
Is that 50 million down the drain for real?
The media was right. English press.
So we have no
Right.
chance. 50 million.
English press told us it's 50 million down the drain. 50 million in 2015. Was it 2015 or 2016? I think it's 15. 2015. They told us that you just put that money down the drain.
Oh no.
Martial's been here for 8 years. 8!
Hey, he remembers the Martial to Henry comparisons because they're both from that.
Because they both cut in from the left. My finesse button on FIFA is R2 because they both cut in bottom right R2. Said he's Henry. They said Rashford. They said they'd tell me good as Mbappe.
Oh man, there's a lot of problems, isn't it?
Thought we signed Varane 4 Champions Leagues. Thought he could win it with us. Signed Casemiro 5 Champions Leagues. Thought he could win it with us. Sent off.
No.
Anthony could do Spinnerini. I asked you, can he get past people? Is he faster? Yeah, he's wicked. Spend the money.
He's dead.
We got rid of Johnny Evans. We got rid of Phil Jones and signed Johnny Evans.
That's even worse. Wait, that's bad.
Man United got rid of Phil Jones after ages. And
Someone
signed
said,
Johnny Evans.
hey guys, I want to buy this whole club and I'm going to fix it and pay off the debt. Jim Ratcliffe, 25%.
World record bid for a football club.
Where?
Don't want it.
Oh my goodness.
We, before the end of the thing,
A-flex.
I'll tell you some more.
We're in big trouble.
We're in big trouble. I'll tell you another thing. At the deadline day thing, it was a toss-up between Højbjerg, Cucurella, Reguilon, all these kind of emergency man. I know we got injuries, but that was what was going on there. What else? Amrabat, we said, don't worry, you're coming Man United. Made the man have no pre-season, sitting in the corner. Don't worry, you're still coming, yeah?
And he's injured.
Wait, July, when we got to America, Wagwan Murta, you still coming for me, yeah? Yeah, just chill, man. I'll fly you out to Vegas for the Dortmund game when we play them.
We didn't even ask him.
Dortmund game's passed. You man are flying back. Am I still coming United? Yeah, don't worry. We got a game at Aviva Stadium against Bilbao and them, man, there. Should get you in before that. Lost 1-1 against Bilbao. I'm in mix zone with Ander Herrera doing thing. Amrabat, you man have played Bilbao. What, am I still coming, yeah? Yeah, cool. Play against Wolves, first game, just about scrape a win. I see you man is a bit tight. Am I still coming, yeah? Go Spurs, get slapped. I see you man get slapped at Spurs. Am I still coming, yeah? Yeah, don't watch that, man. Don't worry yourself, man.
And he's injured. we didn't ask about two people's backs. Højlund came to Man United with an injury.
Bought players
and
injured.
Amrabat came with an injury. Amrabat was not ready to play.
No, he came in injured.
But no one asked him. Like, I said, "Rah, why can't for your back though? Can you run?" Okay. Man
Manchester United PLC 2023.
This is rubbish.
You lot have been watching the Flexing KG show here on United View. It's peak.
And we're out.
We're out.
Peace.